Good evening and welcome to Gray Barn Wednesday night Facebook Live remains of the sale. We had a very good sale tonight. I had 100 and let me pull up my paper here. 116 items. We sold 104 of those items. So not a lot of stuff remains tonight. So if you feel like you're missing out on our Facebook Lives and the many items that we do offer during those shows, if you're not on Facebook, you don't have to put all your personal information up there if that's what you're worried about. You can start a Facebook account. You just need an email and you can make everything on it private. I also have people that use nicknames and such, and this way you're still able to enjoy all the wonderful things that Facebook does offer. And you can select what you want to watch, what you want to look at. There's so many wonderful sites within Facebook, so many wonderful groups and such that, it's really worth the join if you're missing out on things like Our Lives, which is every Wednesday night at 5:30, and then this Sunday night at 6:15 Eastern Standard Time is our walk around tour and shop, where we actually walk around the shop and you direct us to which items you wish to purchase. So tonight I only have this handful of items here. First we have this cute little darling. It opens up. It's not super old. And I can only do this with the one hand. So we have two little drawers in there, little jewelry drawers. They come out. This is pleather. It's burgundy colored. It holds a couple of rings in there and some smaller pieces. It has a little mirror. And this is from our vendor, Pickin' Wildflowers. And she has the measurements on the tag. So that's the measurements. She is a 40% off vendor. And I very smartly tonight set myself up at the counter, so I have my calculator here. So that becomes $11.40. Another item that did not sell is this adorable little mustard pot. It has a little wooden spoon. It's made in France. Let me get this mouse off of there before he flips that. And that is from our vendor, Thrifty Rick. So that is just $4. So we're going to look at the stamp on that. It's 3 pieces. You have the lid. We have the cute little wooden spoon. It's like a little paddle spoon. You have on the one side, you have writing. The other side is plain. And here's our stamp on the bottom of that. That's just $4. I think that's just so cute. And I'm surprised that that did not sell tonight. Another item we have, it does have some crazing lines, but nothing major. That does not affect the item. It's just older pottery and ceramics sometimes gets these lines in them that they call crazing. Sometimes you'll see a lot of crazing, and on newer pieces, you'll actually see where they do it deliberately. So it's fun with this little beautiful, see that line there? That's not a crack. You see those? Those are just crazing marks in the glaze. It kind of like does this cracking within the glaze, but it does not go through, and it's just on the finish. It is not in the piece itself. So what's fun with this one is you actually have both florals on both sides. It's not marked, but it's most likely a USA pottery, and we're taking 20% off that 7, so that becomes $5.60. It is glazed throughout. We mentioned that because you need the glazing all the way through so that it's non-porous, so you can put your water in there and put a couple little flowers in there, and that's just $5.60. Now, another thing, there's a couple things. I'm always surprised a lot of things don't sell, but this guy in particular, now he would have had well, I'm going to say she. I mean, check out the lipstick and the eyelashes on her. She is older. She is not marked. She does have a cork in her. I'm going to say 1930s to 40s. Look at the cute little tush. $4.90, because this is one of my 30% off vendors, and that is the Bear Salt and Pepper. It did have some coal paint on the ears. Coal paint is where they put the paint on after it's been fired in the kiln, so a lot of times that paint has flaked off and will continue to do so if it is not sealed. So we see we have a touch of the red there, and that is mostly gone, but he's just $4.90, and it's just really, really cute. Oh, I have a mouse in my lap. That's one of the things. We sold one of these. These are new. We're down to our last mouse on this. He is $5 firm. You can see that's a tiny little guy right there. So let's put him over there. Now this cat does have what we call a flea bite, and that is just a smaller chip than, like, instead of saying a large chip, it's just tiny like that, which it is. And it's just funny that's on the ear. So this cat actually has a flea bite. It is not marked. It is most likely a USA pottery as well. It's this beautiful yellow, and again, glazed inside, so you could put a little plant in there if you want. This is from our 30% off vendor, Belmont Farmhouse. So again, this one is just $8.40, and she does have that mark there that the ear is chipped. So very cute little cachet. You can put little sugar packets in there. It'll hold a couple. This is that vintage. This is like that 1960s, 70s plastic that used to have all the different animals. I remember I had a cat or something like this. This is a kangaroo, and it has a little roo in the pouch. And the funny thing, the roo has blue eyes, and Mom has green eyes. And there are little plastic like rhinestones in there. And that is just $9.60, and she does have the height on there, 5.5 inches tall. We have this beautiful porcelain creamer, and look at this spout. It has a face. Okay, now this is a reproduction of a museum piece, and this is blue transfer, where you can see that this porcelain is almost transparent, not quite as much as the Boulique, but it does have a beautiful finish, and that is 4 inches tall. That's $12.80, and I never even try to say Royal Worcester, whatever, how do you say that? That's not one of my strong points, those kind of words. Just like Worcestershire sauce, that's one of those fun ones as well. So this is beautiful. It's a white with the blue transferware flowers, and again, it is a museum reproduction of a 1700 creamer that had this little face on the spout area. We have another creamer. This is vintage Lenox. This is the Made in USA. We can see it's got this beautiful embossing on it. It has like a clamshell almost spout to it. It's this lovely ivory color. And again, that is the older. We have the gold Made in USA stamped Lenox. So that is the older Lenox. And then you know when Lenox, I don't know if they're still around, but they did move over to China, their production. And that one is $7.20. That's also from Cavalier Collectibles. Next to that creamer is this heavy resin poodle. And it is a brand, I don't know the name of the brand because it does have a tag, but it's worn. It's quite worn. So I'm not quite sure which collectible pet this is, but the price is fantastic. She marked it down from 8 to 6, and we're going to take 20% off of that, so $4.80. She has the measurements as 6 by 4. So look at that pretty little face on that puppy. Happy face. Look at that. Beautiful little poodle for just $4.80 we have on that one. Let me put that one over here. We have this little grouping of some silver-plated spoons. We have 4 of them for, this vendor is Relove with Heart. She is 30% off this month. They are silver-plated, and they are $5.60. And last but not least, we have these. These are from the Disney store. They are made in China. They are plastic. They are not microwave safe. It says it right underneath. So you are getting, what was it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 plates for $16. And they are, excuse me, all the same. We have our primary color Mickey here. And you have 6 of those large dinner plates. So again, not microwavable safe. It has that whole little stamp on the back here, and it tells you right there that it's not. You're not supposed to put plastic in the microwave anyway. And these are authentic Disney, and they are from the Disney store, which I know a lot of Disney stores are no longer around. We lost ours. We had one here in Rockaway Mall. I missed it. I used to love going into the Disney store. So those are it. That's all that remains. Any of the other stuff you see behind that, that was claimed tonight. Like I said, we had over 100 items sold. And this is from tonight's Facebook Live. That's all that is left. I hope to see you sometime on our Facebook Lives if you're not on there currently. And again, this Sunday night at 6:15 Eastern Standard Time is our monthly tour and shop. Thank you and have a wonderful evening.